Hello, Radish News Network audience. Welcome to the Supreme Court Report, SCOTUS Notice. I'm hearing now that we have breaking news coming in about the Supreme Court case, Schenck v. U.S.
Thanks, Henry. To set the scene, Schenck was just a socialist doing all right. Then he became a criminal overnight. Under the Espionage Act, Schenck was convicted of being a threat to U.S. national defense for distributing flyers complaining about the double W, I think that's a lowercase l, draft. He's appealing to the Supreme Court and arguing that his actions are protected speech under the First Amendment, granting the right to express his ideas without being censored by the U.S. government. The United States argues that Schenck's speech causes a clear and present danger, which limits the First Amendment's protections. Hold on. We've got breaking news. The Supreme Court has decided in the U.S.'s favor, with a unanimous majority opinion written by a guy with a magnificent mustache. He also says what that other guy just did was a big no-no. Apparently, this happened over a century ago, but we're only hearing about it now. Back to you, Henry.
This time we're hearing about something from this century.
Thank you, Henry. Soon we'll hear about the court's decision in Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission. For some background, Citizens United is a non-profit organization that holds a conservative ideology, meaning that they traditionally agree with the ideas of limited government and keeping traditional values, with many people with a conservative ideology aligning with the Republican Party. In 2008, Citizens United provided funding for the making of Hillary the Movie, which was a film that criticized Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton.
Unfortunately, Hillary the Movie was released too late to cover her satanic crimes against humanity, including operating a child human trafficking ring underneath Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria in the District of Columbia, according to reliable sources such as InfoWars, 4chan, and Alex Jones. I heard they were also eating the cats and dogs of D.C. Back to you, Henry.
The Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act was passed in 2002 and was intended to regulate financing in political campaigns. Part of the act included not allowing corporations to fund advertisements mentioning a candidate in a political election in a period before the election began. With the release of Hillary the Movie on demand, which as we all know is the pinnacle of entertainment consumption, Citizens United broke this rule, so it sued the FEC, arguing that this form of political spending acts as a form of free speech that should be protected under the First Amendment, since the rights of the people within it are protected.
The FEC argued that corporations being able to do this would give them too much influence. I'm hearing now that the Supreme Court has just arrived in a decision. It has decided in favor of Citizens United, meaning that corporations and nonprofits can now spend money on political advertisements without being restricted. This also opens the door for super PACs, which are political action committees that are allowed to raise unlimited amounts of money from corporations and individuals to support candidates, but are unable to coordinate with the candidates directly.